Hello, how's it going? This is Luis Felipe, a .NET developer, senior, with 4 Microsoft MVP awards and 10 Microsoft certifications. And today we're going to talk about an important and common topic in our daily lives, object mapping. This is a very common task, especially in scenarios where we use DTOs like view models and input models. Depending on the number of properties we need to pass to initialize objects, we end up having a lot of work to do mapping throughout our application. The solution: mapping libraries. In this video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process of mapping between objects using Mapster, a powerful and high-performance alternative library to AutoMapper. Here's a practical example. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I invite you to do that now so you don't miss the upcoming videos. And also turn on the notifications. So, starting here, we have our application. Let's first start by installing the package. Right-click. Manage NuGet package. And let's search for the Mapster library here. Let's install the Mapster dependency injection library. Installing the library here. And after that, we'll identify an opportunity to perform mapping. The objects in our application are already installed here. Perfect. When we get here to our conference endpoints, we see that we are working with conference domain entities. Our application should go first. It is a sleeping entity. It's being received directly in our API and being added to the database. So we have an opportunity here to receive a DTO instead of a domain entity. We start receiving a DTO, in our case, an input model, so we can decouple these two models. So let's do the following. Right, click, let's create a folder for our models. And here inside, we will create 2 new models. One model will be for registering our conference. Here is the ADD conference input model. And the second model will be the query model, which will be the conference item. View model, which we will use when querying. In our conference registration model here, I even see a typo. So let's update it manually here. Perfect. The properties it will have are string, title, property, description, date time, start date, and property end date. Then let's take a look at our output model, the conference item view model. We'll have an overview of the event. Start date and end date. Perfect. With these 2 models created, let's now use Mapster to create a configuration. I'm going to create a folder here called Mappers. And inside this folder, Mappers, I'm going to create a class called Mapping Configuration. This is a static class. So basically, I'm going to create an extension class to our iService collection to keep the configuration of our program class cleaner. So for example, std iService collection, service collection, services. And here it returns the services to allow for chaining calls later. I'm going to come here and do services add Mapster. Because we were in the library, add reference here. And for now, that's it. When we go to map our conference item view model, then we'll come back here to do something more complex. Agreed. So let's open our endpoints now. Actually, our program class first, and we're going to call, it can be here, I'm going to do it here. Look, builder, the services, register maps. Perfect. Now, let's go to our endpoints. And now, let's start making some changes here. Mapster offers a very simple mapping interface. So, we're going to use dependency injection here. I'm going to break the line here to make it easier to read. Let's inject the mapper here. in our interface. And here, instead of receiving a conference, let's start receiving an ADD conference input model. It's not going to be called conference anymore. It's going to be called model now. Done. So how can we make this change, this mapping from model to our conference? We have here two ways that I believe are quite interesting. The first one is using the adapt method I'm going to call modeled adapt. So we have here a very interesting feature of Mapster, that it works with extension methods. So you can make a call from the input model with adapt, right? I'm going to pass this here. What will be the final mapping type, which will be the conference? It's probably asking for Mapster here. Perfect. We've already added it. And with that, we were able to make this change. A second alternative we can do here would be, I'm even going to call it conference v2. Where is it going to be? I already have an object created in my application, and I want to map directly to it. Because here, in the case of adapt, it will create a new instance of conference. In my case, I want, for example, a scenario where I already have the conference. And I want to take the data that's in the model and pass it to my conference v2. So you also have a really interesting alternative, which is model adapt, passing the instance. Look how cool, passing its instance. So look how cool you can do this both by generating a new object and by doing it here. In fact, the map, if you stop to think about it, isn't even that necessary here, since we are using extension methods here. So here it continues adding, and with that, we were able to do our mapping. We can run our application and see if it's performing the mapping correctly. Let's run our application here. So the application is already running. I'm going to come here to our file, HTTP, and we are registering the conference. So it would be right here. I'm just going to check if we have the option point. We have the option point, post, and here, look how cool. We have our module here, which is filled with the necessary information. We have our conference, which was also created, making the changes here. End date, start date, title. All the data is mapped correctly. And we have the conference v2 that I created. And after we applied it using the adapt, which also allows us to pass an existing instance to map instead of creating a new one, it was also able to map that information. So with Mapster, we have a very practical way using extension methods of our existing objects to map objects to each other. Cool, right? Okay, imagine that we want to customize our mapping. We don't just want to do one-to-one. We really want to do some kind of slightly more complex logic to generate our model in the case of mapping. So what can we do here? Now imagine in our mapping scenario where we have our conferences that we are returning here, the list of conferences along with the speakers and the records. Imagine that we now want something much more complex. Imagine that I want to. So far, let's improve our return in our endpoint. So imagine it was like this before, passing a property here, return, results. Okay. Conferences. Perfect. So imagine that now we want to pass to map the conferences. Imagine that we want to combine. We created an overview of this information. Imagine that we want the overview at the time of mapping to be a mix of the title, the description, the names, the speakers, and the number of records. Look, isn't that interesting? What can we do here for a more complex mapping? In fact, this is a really interesting feature, and Mapster has support for direct integration with the link. So let's use this feature as well. The first thing we're going to have to do is come here. In our class, we're setting up the mapping. And we're going to need to create what's called a type adapter config. Passing here a conference, which is going to be migrated to a conference item view model. New configure. So here we're defining a mapping that will be from conference to conference. Item view model creates a new configuration. And I have here a map method where I'm going to pass, for example, one property in our case. The mapping of this property is the overview. which will be a summary of it. So if you want to check here, I show our overview property. And now imagine that I want to combine all the information. Now check this out. Let's put string interpolation here. It's dot title dash its description. Here I can combine, I'll put it here, I can combine all the names of the speakers. So I can use a string dot join, for example, separated by a comma, and passing the collection of asset speakers selection, select only the speaker's name. Look how cool what we're doing here. And finally, I imagined that I want to do registrations.count, just to get the count of the registrations. Perfect. Let's see just where it's missing here. It's making parentheses here. It's making parentheses. Perfect. Perfect. Here it returns the series. We created a new mapping, right? What we can do now, here we can come to the program actually in the endpoints. Here we have our mapping that was being done. And look how cool, I can call it here. Project of the type. Conference, item, view model. Look how cool this method is from Mapster. It extends the Ikari bow. I'm just going to check here, for example, his definition. You're going to be able to come here. Oh, it's from Mapster. It is an extension method from Mapster. So anyway, you can access it here. So I'm going to run our application to see if it can actually do this mapping of my conferences in a very customized way, because we're here creating the overview, taking both the title and the description, as well as really the concatenation of the speakers' names, and also the counter of the records of the registrations. And my application seems to be running already. Let's check our HTTP. And now let's go here in GD and look, just conferences. There are 3 conferences. Let's take the first one here. Look how cool. Summary. Tech Summit 2025. A conference for technology enthusiasts. One of the speakers, one of John Doe. And the count of records. If I go here in my application and register one more person, for example, one more speaker, let's register one more speaker. Let's see if everything is all right. And let's register one more record as well. Perfect. Let's call these people again now. Look, just this first one here. Oh, cool. John Doe and John Doe, 2 speakers. And the count of records, 2 for this event. So with that, we were able to show how to perform mapping using Mapster, both in a more basic scenario, like this scenario of adapting with conference. It was pretty simple, very straightforward, because the properties of one object have the same name as the target object. So it was a simpler mapping. How to map with an object that is already created, already existing, as we have already initialized the conference here and adapted it from the model. And finally, I showed how you can use an extension of the link itself, which was defined by Mapster. So you can project collections or types anyway, using the link for destination types. And also, of course, how to create a more complex custom configuration, using string join, using the registration counter, and so on, utilizing more advanced features. I hope you enjoyed the content. I invite you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the upcoming videos, and to turn on notifications. And if you want to speed up your career with .NET, I invite you to check out my training programs in the video description. Hugs and see you in the next video.